Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Skulk. Bringing you more Pyre. I'm not gonna say it. Fine. Will this be the last stretch? Should be. But there could be more story even after the rights are done. Oh yeah, and just because I want to notify this, I got a new mouse. What do you think? Nice and hot pink. It's when I first installed it, it felt a little sensitive, but you have to configure it. And because it's I guess, not the same shape as my last one, I have to get used to this this shape. And because I don't know, because it just doesn't feel exactly the same, but then we just have to get used to it. And put that down there, and we shall get started. It is daybreak. You are to send forth now for the Cairn of Hau, for what appears to be the final time. Thereafter, you shall return here for one last exile's final chance at liberty. I did recently wake up, so pardon the yawns. Boom. I'm glad it didn't not drop the beat. Oh, he didn't spot us. Oh, there's just someone, but you know, every time we bop into someone, it's always increasing their anger against us. I guess they just don't like us because of reason. Can't talk to him? Okay. Oh, that's the Chastity up there? I think that's Chastity. Going very far. I wonder what those guys are about. I am curious. Should I just get bumped? It'd be interesting. Yeah, forget it. I'm curious. I am freaking curious. Where'd he go? Where'd the little guy go? You saw him. I saw him. He was there. He's randomly there and not? Oh, there he is. And? Apparently... Did we squish him? I thought he was gonna cause, like, havoc on us. I think we squished him. Oh no! Tizo suggests this may be a faster route, leaving you with time for your vocations. Oh ho ho! Nice, Tizo. Wilfred notes a powerful talisman is rumored to be buried in his path. They do like talismans. Oh, I can't check my peoples here, can I? No? Okay. Both are good. I want vocations. Talisman sounds nice. Talisman. Sorry, Tizo. I thank you, though. I thank you very much for showing me the way. Oh, hold on. My cat wants out. my cat Banks. He's a sweet boy. So it's nice and warm in here, but it's actually cold. So I have a heater running. Thing is, the room is still cold, but it's warming me up because it's directly pointing at me. So I'm warming up, feel a little sweaty, but the room is still cold. So if I turn it off, the cold set in, and I'm want back on again. So might as well turn it on oscillating so it gets me a bit and get the room more. Here we go. You and Volfred venture into the dusty waste of Licksand. Don't lick sand. I know it has an earthy texture, but it can grind at your teeth. Don't do it. How do I know this? I heard about it. About rocks a long time ago. No matter how hard one rock is, two rocks riding against each other will wear each other away. One slower than the other, but still. And having rocks in your mouth will grind away at your teeth slowly but surely. Along a curious path that takes you far enough away from the wagon. My agents suggest that what we seek is somewhere very close, my boy. Perhaps you can already sense its presence? You can. After a careful search, you procure an artifact. Good. It wasn't like the last time you said, I feel like there is something here. You search and search. Nothing. Keep searching? Yes. Still nothing. Lost hope. Gosh! Dang it! Either discarded by one witless to its power, or left here for the sake for someone such as you. Nihilland Leech. After banishing an adversary, the bearer has a chance to instantly recover all stamina. It's good money, because I mean, it's not bad, but I like my other ones, so it gets good money. Just gets us Stardust and such. Vocations probably would have definitely done better, but it's done. You didn't know, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what it would have been. There you are. Your conductor rights. There he is. Hey, Brucey. I feel like he's probably not a bad guy, completely. That's why I had that one episode. I forgot the number. That's probably why people title their episodes. I just haven't been titling them because, one, I want to be simplistic, and two, you're going to come across it eventually if you like the series. So if you're watching the very first one all the way up to here, you watch them one by one because you're interested in the story. But sometimes people title them so they can come back to them and go, I remember that episode. What was it called? It was called this or such or the other. So you know when to come back. I might start doing it. I mean, the only way you know this message is if you're watching up to this point of episode 56. Level 56? Episode level 56! Hey guys, say, whatever happened to that Ray you brought here sometimes, you know? The loopy one? Fishy hair, always handling all the merchandise? She did? I liked her. So did I. So did I, buddy. But boy, look at that! Pile's 10! Oh, you know what I want! Yes, you know what I want. You know what I want. Hoo, hoo, hoo. You're the one I want. What? Oh, right. We got that for Wolfred. Wolfred's blink ability transports him further. And that dust can bring that... Well, you know, he's going to be in the rights eventually at the end. It's saddening that, at least for now, remember, it's only for now. Eventually, our people should be able to change the ways and then open a way in the downside. That's what we were doing all this for. Yes, I want to get the mounds of stardust. So I could just sprinkle 2 on that one, and then something else on something else, of course. 1 presence. I mean, that is pretty good. 1 more presence. It's just a little bit more, but, you know, everything counts. I understand that everything counts. Well, you got yourself some good money. Must be a lucky day here. Or, I don't know what, Dad. I feel much more, I guess, happy today. Let's see, common room. So you got that. It's almost there. Should I? Should I put the mound of this on there? 100% further. 100% further. If I don't do this one, then I could do this to give it the last little pinch it needs. Because, hear this out. He's doing 15. Well, wait, hold on. One moment. He's doing additional 10 when dousing the adversary's pyre. So, I got it. When it says he's dousing the adversary's pyre, when from what I did with Ray, and I threw the orb in, you have to charge up the orb. She specialized it to quickly do it and throw it. And when she threw the orb into the pyre, she was still there because she was not doused in the pyre, considered banishment for the round. When he plunges himself into the pyre, it does 10 more damage. So he's doing 25 damage. This little buddy is doing 25 damage. And if I make this, and with this, he's doing 32. It could be 33, which means 66, 99, if he was the only one plunging. But it just adds up. Wilfred? No. Yeah, so he may not be having the quickness anymore if I take this off. Because Bertrude uses it to a grand extent. And with Wolfred using this, he does blink pretty far. Well, decently, if I recall. You know what? Before I do, I'm going to put this on him and go into a test right, and we'll see together. You have the healing, which is nice. Your presence could go up. Let's do that. Let's add your presence. You're pretty much matching Tizo. Ooh, you have a big presence. You have a bigger presence. So Tizo, I thought you were the biggest presence we had before Jodario. I think Jodario, if she was still here, and I gave her the presence, she'd be going, boom, boom. Anyone that looks at her, she goes, and they go, poof. It's that big. And if anyone tries to shoot at her, she leaps into action, lands, shocks them out, but not far enough. And then, when her aura comes back out, zap! Whoops. Let's get that test right for him. Has a nice sound to it. I sense my lovely reader has returned. Then how may I assist you? Practice rate, please. Okay, it kind of moved. How very kind of you to visit me again like this. Oh, lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of the void, thinking. It would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine filled utterly to do nothing but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an unbringing among the sisters of the Ark, living on the outskirts of civilization. Your days all full of training which could kill you, or just cripple you for life. How do you suppose I lost my sight? You're blind? Oh, I thought you just had your eyes closed for this because of character. The glorious battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master. But I have not forgotten enough just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But in least than 2 centuries, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stoogiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, a lot of them. But what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would be bored myself to death back then, if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortally is something oft taken for granted. I think mortality is something oft taken for granted, until it is taken away. So, given your mortality, let's say that we get back to business here. It's true. People fantasize sometimes, occasionally on questions, and rarely in games, saying, I'm an immortal. And people sometimes go, oh, that'd be awesome to live forever. When you do live forever, I'm not saying that you're going, I wish I'd die, but you probably would get bored, and then, I don't know, maybe. It all depends. I'm not saying that people are going, I want to die someday. It really is, what is that question? Because we do live a decently long time. I'm 28. Well, no, actually not yet. I will be. I'm 27, but almost 28. But seriously, you've seen a lot throughout the years that you've been alive. You may not think so, but if you think back, as much as you can remember, how much have you experienced in the years that you've been around? If you live forever, you experience and know a whole ton. Well, maybe it would be a good thing. But who knows, really? If you lived forever, literally, not just a long time, but forever, would the question come to mind that you'd like to die? I don't know. Then say no more. May my Beyonders serve their purpose now in their eternal banishment. That sounds very saddening. Also, that's also another thing. Living forever, immortality, but you're also stuck. You don't have superpowers, you're just immortal. And you're stuck. Let's say you're immortal and you're stuck in a place that you can't get out of. You're forever in that place. But then again, you have forever to find a way out. Huh. Alright, Volfrid, I'm going to test out your warping abilities. Tizo, I want to get some more practice on you. And Mitha, I want to practice with your presence. Actually, it's a pretty decent size. Okay, so it is a little bit bigger. Press enter any time. Okay. I don't think I need 100%. Okay, so I have to remember. I have to figure out what the distance. So when she flies, she has a shield on. Zoink. No, wait. Oh, no! No, wait, no! I gotta remember. Oh, no, wait, no! Woo! No, wait. Dang it! No! That's big! That is one heck of a bomb. No, I wanted to shield. Oh, no, wait. Whee! That is freaking huge. So I don't know, I don't think I need to give it to him. But if I did... Yeah, she has to knock someone out and then she's faster. I remember that. No! No! My little boy! My little boy! Seriously, that bomb is too boss. Well, Frig just got a whole ton better. Oh, hey. No. Oh, no! No. Oh. No. Wee-hee-dee-dee. All right. Cool. So we got to see how far he can teleport. That's pretty darn far. If I upgrade the other things, that little bit extra damage, and hold on. And the outer crystals seem to shimmer somewhere in the corner, as though anticipating your turn. So, if I were to use all of it on it and test out its distance from the first warp in the rights, I just go line her up, set the bomb, zoom, and it's teleport. Ow, my back. Ooh. Alright, I think I'm warm enough. I'm warm enough! Calm down! Thank you, though. Upgrading the hope. I mean, her presence is pretty darn good, but I guess she doesn't really need it. So I might give her the hope. I mean, okay, so her hope is 16. United in promise. Returns in 9 seconds. Giving her 7 more hope. Returning in 6 seconds. If I upgrade it again with the last little bit, 1 point, every point of hope apparently reduces it by 0.3 or something. I think so. So it would be completely 6 seconds. So I don't need to upgrade that. Upgrading this is just 1 point, true. So if I did upgrade this, shoo, he'd be flying. Anything else has anything else, so... And once he's gone, he's gone. Get him out of there. There you go, Wilfred. You warped twice as far. You have the hope. Meaning you come back in 6 seconds. That's not bad. I mean, I have it for a reason. 9 seconds for the chance of instantaneously, or always 6 seconds? That is the question. Extra damage. Healing. These can get tough. These can get tough. He already hits it pretty hard. He's a bomb. I don't need to have presence. Presence was best when used on Rookie because he was so quick. Oh, and Sir Gilman too because they were so quick. Well, actually, did it increase his length? Or did it increase his aura size? It's probably the length. Let's get into this, please. Please. Let's get into this. After making all the necessary preparations amid the rocky pathway of the Cairn of Haub, you and your companions await the commencement of the rite. It is quieter than, even then, usual at the offset of such events. The lone minstrel appears, bearing some sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as though the Tempers have not yet arrived, reader sir. There's no sign of Ignarius or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. If what he says is true, and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot commence. However, the stars themselves soon indicate you're mistaken. Are we not facing Ignarius? Doesn't matter who we chose, if it was going to turn out to be that guy? Forgot his name, sorry. But I know he's a devil, and I know he's has his grudge. Fairly, we do tend to learn the most valid lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without a name.
Reader, the Commonwealth, your home. Today, it is aflame. Much like a stack of books. Aflame because of you. Because of your outlandish plan. Not that you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again. Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed.
Says you.
Though by all means, keep trying. As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
Bob for Durians. The rite is set to commence, but your adversaries, they have failed to show. Smartest choice I've seen them make. Then they had no chance at getting in another liberation rite, did they? Now this is where I would have to step in and say, Ignarius, he may be a bit of a brute, but it's probably just because of what he's been through. And he just might need to be shown kindness, because literally how I read some of the dialogue, other than his brutish outgo, he does seem like he wants a change. He wants a second chance. But indeed, as the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvirates whom you have met, perhaps they are beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Ignarius, you wonder whether he would give up on the rites like that. He did seem rather disaffected, having failed the liberation rite before. Perhaps he did finally decide to quit for good. Because I just have a soft heart. I feel bad for that guy. If only I can do the words. If I can choose to what a word, I would like to talk to him. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, and so I ask that we end it.
Who shall it be this time?
I'm just downright curious.
Volfred.
Saying with as much disgust as possible, apparently. Yeah, you three, because you guys need a level.
Exalius.
Alright, Bertrude. Time to get your level up.
Bertrude. Fine.
We take no pleasure snuffing out flame disowned.
Same here.
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you.
This doesn't feel right.
And it is done. The Nightwings prevail by default. Not that their adversaries even care.
My only hope is that our world be my only hope is that our would-be adversaries find some peace. I'll hail to that. It's getting sad.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. May misfortune find you ere the turning of the stars.
I ain't listening to you much longer. I may hear your words, but if I don't care for them, because you're a nasty, salty person, or salty, is that the word? Bitter? I don't know what the word would be. No one speaks further of the Tempers back in the Black Wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the right that is to come.
Thus does the final chance at liberation present itself at last. Then...
The stars always shine with truth. The ending of the cycle of the right is now upon us. He looks over to you. Please look forth, reader, sir, and see this for yourself. You may well surmise where we are going next. The others turn to you as well. You turn towards the wagon's door. You know that you shall see out there. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. The dim and fading light of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you towards the end point of your path. Golden Star of Solon. They weren't kidding. Everyone just quit. Well, except for the Fate. The Fate? Where'd that go? Wow. I guess this is how the final battle goes. It's considered the boss level, but for the sake of story-wise, we shall read it out. You are summoned to the Fall of Solon, for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. So not forever, but for at least the lifetime of the ones remaining here, I think. You sense that if the rites ever shall commence again, it shall not be during your lifetime, or that of any of your companions, even the longest lived ones. The stars reveal to you one thing more. The adversary whom you shall whom you face shall be Orlek. That's the name. Already he has crossed Scribe's Gate. I was gonna say it was not intentional, but I was about to say Subscribe's Gate. I guess it's just because YouTube has the subscriber button. I don't know why I was saying sub. And it's crossed the subscriber's gate and awaits your arrival. That lifted a mood instantly. Still a very heavy sense at the game, but I'm not forcing the smile. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves. It is a shame that we should have to confront Orlek in the end. Our goals would never have been at cross purposes. I am surprised that this is what the scribes desire. For now, it may be best that you recover until dawn. Regain your strength as best you can for the coming trial. Rest well, reader. The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Olodil to make a final effort to achieve your plan and to get somebody home. But who? I thought we were going to have 2 more, because we had 2 more people. Like 4 people, then 3 people, then 2 people. But we only had to send one last one there. Nothing against Pamtha. Nothing against her. But I wanted Tizo to go. Even though he's probably been born here. I don't know. Would he be fit? Would he fit in the other side? Would Pamtha like to go back and try to set things correct? I wonder if... I'm just wondering. I'm not saying this is because it has given hints, but it's probably trying to set in doubt. Or it's giving you hints that if she were to go free, something might be a twisting ending. We'll only find out if we did send her free.